Welcome to the Prime Real Estate Network channel on YouTube. I'm your host, Mr. Prime Real Estate, Ric Davis.
And I'm your host, the Texas Real Estate King, LarryWBrooks.
Every week, the King and I will provide you exclusive access to our network of lenders, investors, and real estate professionals from both the commercial and residential real estate sectors.
Now, are you millionaire minded? Or maybe you're a millionaire in the making. Make sure that you subscribe so you can get connected to the network. And always remember, the Prime Real Estate Network, where millionaires are in the making.
Create wealth for generations.
What's up, Prime Real Estate Network listeners? It's your man, LarryWBrooks, a.k.a. the Texas Real Estate King. Hey, when you get a moment, go ahead and go over to shoplwb.com. You can see the Pure Hustle merchandise that we have over there, some of our newer items that we have in stock, and of course, I got all the books that I've authored. I'd love for your support. You have a great day.
Network Live. I'm your host, Ric Davis. If you don't follow me on social media, I invite you to do so at Prime Real Estate Ric. If you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in residential or commercial real estate anywhere in the great state of Texas, but especially here in our lovely city of Houston, feel free to reach out to me directly on Instagram at Prime Real Estate Ric. As always, man, it's another great day in real estate, and it's an honor and a pleasure to be here with you this week. I want to thank everyone over at Brooks & Davis Real Estate Firm and our staff over at the Prime Real Estate Network for everything that they do to bring this show to you live every Thursday. I want to take some time to introduce my co-host. He is not only a highly successful real estate broker, he's a multi-time author, serial entrepreneur, and the proud proprietor of Pure Hustle clothing brand. I want to thank him so much for sitting in with us this week on Prime Real Estate Network Live. And I'd like to introduce the Texas Real Estate King, Mr. Larry W. Brooks. How are you?
What up, Rick? I'm doing amazing, my man. No complaints at all. We actually got a day of beautiful weather. It's a little cold, but we got some beautiful weather here in the H-Town today. It's needed.
Hey, man, look, as far as weather is concerned, things have definitely been on the up and up since last week, man. We were caught up in a real freeze here in the great city of Houston, man. And it's great to be able to enjoy the last remaining weeks of the month of January with such perfect conditions outside.
100%.
So, what's been going on this week in the world of the Texas Real Estate King, man? What can you update us with as far as everything that's been going on personally and in the world of Brooks & Davis Real Estate Firm?
Man, so not much personally, man. Just getting ready for, powerlifting season with the little man. Got done with taking care of the W-9s for those that are in the know what those W-9s mean to agents or mean to, getting them out to the workforce. Listen, that was a heavy task on its own, but it's a blessed task, right? We have, quite a few agents here with Brooks & Davis, so the opportunity to be able to really have a lot of productivity and a lot of closed transactions to actually be able to send out those W-9s was a great feeling. Shout out to Kenny. She handles a large part of helping me out with that, if not most of it, when it comes to heavy lifting. So, but yeah, man, other than that, shout out to people in the Divine Nine. I think we had J13 this week, which is Delta Sigma Theta. And yesterday they celebrated J15, which is Alpha Kappa Psi. So, hey, what can I tell you, bro? And then you actually sitting in the facility where later on this evening we're going to be hosting a interest meeting for people that are already on the Brooks & Davis team, and then maybe some new people that are going to be joining the company. Just going to be talking about how we can rev up recruiting, how it is that we can really get in front of more people that are looking to be licensees and that are looking to go out and help change family lives, right? Being able to be a big part of different communities out there. So we're going to be talking and visiting about that later on at 6 o'clock. So I invite anyone that's out there that want to come out and take part. You're welcome and invited.
No, I'm glad you mentioned that, because not only do we have the interest in Brooks & Davis Real Estate Firm meeting today at 6, tomorrow we talked about last week how we're really excited about the Brooks & Davis anniversary party on Friday. So if you have been watching us from afar, if you are part of the Prime Real Estate Network audience and you want to meet, greet, and interact with the Texas Real Estate King live and in person, man, today, tomorrow are the best opportunities to take advantage of him making a little time, especially amongst getting them W-9s out to hang out and socialize and network professionally. So I want to thank you so much. And also, just so that everybody in the audience who didn't check us out last week can be updated. You mentioned how last weekend was going to be a slow weekend for you because you was going to be buried in these W-9s.
Yes, sir.
So, hey, what they say, Larry, this is the part of the real estate business they don't show you on a reality show.
That is correct. No doubt about it. That paperwork is real.
Absolutely, man. So look, today's episode, or one of those episodes I was really excited about because we have an opportunity to interview a return guest. Yeah. She has not only been a prior guest here on the Prime Real Estate Network, but she's also partnered with Brooks & Davis Real Estate Firm professionally for many seasons. So for those in our audience who's going to be introduced to our guest for the first time, could you bring them in as far as how we were introduced to this week's guest and our business relationship and how they have worked and partnered with Brooks & Davis Real Estate Firm?
Yeah, man, I always enjoy having the Prime Real Estate Network alumni come back on, because one of the things and one of the notes that we always leave with is there's an open invitation. Whenever something special is going on, not only in their career, but maybe with a product that they use and sell or something of that manner that we have an open platform to bring them on and just talk about that, talk about what's going on in their career, talk about how other people may have access to being in a career like that. So just being able to have a past alumni on and being able to just kind of dig deep again and have some of those questions I'm always excited about. So it was an easy commitment to get her going and to be able to have her back a part of the show. And we'll be joined with an additional one of our additional alumni as well. So we get two today. The guests get two of our alumni today.
No, man, I want to thank her so much in advance. And without any further ado, I'd like to introduce this week's guest. She is not only a sales superstar in a residential real estate space here in the city of Houston. She is also the owner and founder of XO Tracy Cosmetics. I want to thank her so much for sitting in on the Prime Real Estate Network live for the second time. And I'd like to introduce Miss Tracy Faultry. How are you?
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Ric Davis and LarryWBrooks. Thank you guys so much for having me again on your show. I love Prime Real Estate and I love Brooks & Davis. I love communicating with you guys, doing real estate with you guys, networking with you guys, and also sponsoring any events that you're having. So I love you guys. You guys are family. So thank you so much for having me again.
Absolutely. Thank you. The great thing about having this return engagement with you, and I want to thank you so much for being so generous with your time, especially considering we were able to bring you in live to the Brooks & Davis Education and Training Center. Thank you.
I love it. Thanks for having me.
No, since our last interview, Tracy, could you just keep us, fill us in on what's been going on? How has everything been developing with your career at Perry? How has everything been going with your cosmetics line? Because everything you do, there's just so much dynamism and energy as far as what you put into anything under your brand of businesses. So fill us in, what's been going on and what should we be excited about in the year 2025 as far as you're concerned?
So excited about 2025. So this year makes 11 years that I've been at Perry Homes, and I'm currently in Siena in Missouri City. It's been almost 11 years I've been with Perry. Top producer, thanks to Brooks & Davis. You guys have kept me at the top of the team, top of the map. So I thank you guys so much for that. So I'm in Siena. I also can sell anywhere in the city, any Perry home that's an inventory I can sell. So you guys, realtors out there, make sure you reach out to me anytime. You got my information here on the screen. You can reach out to me on my cell or my email. And still, I'm my 5th year. I'm going on my 5th year with XO Tracy Cosmetics. Oh my goodness. Oh, my 5th year. I'm so excited. You guys, Rick, because I think your wife loves my products. I think she's actually used some of the products and she loves those. So thank you so much for that as well. Another thing that I just started too is a business opportunity I have. It's called the Training Center, and it's a place where realtors can elevate their real estate career. The location is 2121 Sage Road, Houston, Texas, 77056, where we have E.O. Crane, who is one of the top instructors at the Training Center. He's also he's the president at Open Title. Actually, he has 10 locations. So he's one of my partners at the Training Center. And this weekend, tomorrow, we're having a workshop from 1 to 3. If realtors or business owners need to go over their LLC or figure out what they need to do with that, work on their personal and their business credit, they can come in and talk about mortgage options and taxes and insurance and all that stuff. And then on Saturday, we're having We're meeting again from 10 to 12 at the training center on 2121 Sage. Realtors can also bring their clients. So you want to jumpstart your clients for the new year. And that's basically kind of discussing their taxes before they file their taxes, because a lot of people write off too much on their taxes when they're business owners. So you want to get them prepared for their taxes, their credit, things like that, and maybe get a jump start, maybe get them pre-qualified to jump in and buy a house this year. Because, last year, a lot of realtors didn't sell any real estate. So this year, we want to change that. We want realtors to be able to sell some real estate this year. And we want to do that at the training center. So we want to educate and have E.L. Crane to do a lot of seed classes to help these realtors sell some real estate in 2025. So that's what we want to do this year.
I want to thank you so much for sharing, because it's amazing the bandwidth that you have as an individual to have this type of business acumen and these type of organizations that you're heading up and founding, going and being so successful at the same time. One of the things that a lot of members of our audience know about Larry and myself is that we both have had the experience of working for a builder and being on the side of the desk that you're in professionally. And what you mentioned that you've been with Perry for 11 years, I want to give you a chance to share with our audience, especially being a superstar salesperson like yourself. I'm sure other builders have reached out. I'm sure they've tried to headhunt you. I'm sure they tried to get you to change companies, sell for them. So in your 11 years, what is it about Perry Homes as a builder, its company culture, that not only has kept someone as talented as you as a part of the organization, but has also empowered you to show that to the building public and those that have been buying homes with you so long?
What I like about Perry, the quality and workmanship. Perry has been around for almost 60 years. So we're going to give you a quality product. We stand on our warranty. It's a 2-year workmanship warranty, 10-year on the structural. And when we do warranty requests, the people that actually come out to their house, that's going to talk to them about something that's happened at their house, is going to be the same construction team that actually built the home. So that's what I love about Perry. I mean, the construction is amazing. We have a lot of products. We put a lot of inventory on the ground, so we're never without inventory. It's always something to sell with Perry. And also the commission structure is not bad either. So yes, but it's easy to sell because we have a great reputation. We build a good product. We're in great master plan communities. So you can't go wrong with the Perry. And I encourage a lot of realtors in 2025 to focus more on selling new construction, because you don't have to worry about if you're going to get paid your 3%. And then there's also opportunities for a BTSA, bonus to selling agent. So you need to be selling new construction so you know you're going to get paid. And you can also have the opportunity to get a bonus in addition to your 3%. And Perry has never cut realtors' commission. During the pandemic, a lot of builders, I'm not going to say, they went down to paying you nothing, paying you 1%, paying you 2%. But Perry loves real estate professionals, and we pay realtors. We love you guys. We will never have a client tell a client, oh, don't use your agent. We want you to use your real estate agent, because you're going to help me sell that house. And I don't need you to help me sell the house. I need you to be quiet when you bring your client, because you don't know about the product. So I need you to be quiet and don't sabotage the deal. But I do need you to be a support system when you bring your client. So yeah, sell new construction. You'll make a lot of money.
And I want to definitely piggyback on that, because I agree with everything Tracy was mentioning. I want to urge all the realtors out there, if you have clients that are ready, willing, and able to buy new construction, reach out to Tracy, visit with her, because not only is she great at what she does, she has a beautiful sales model. She has a great office, and her, lack for a better term, bedside manner with the clients is something that Larry and I both have marveled at over the years. So that's why we always feel as if, get them over to Tracy, let them see the Perry Home sales model, and the rest of the process will magically come into focus for not only your clients, but she can do a great job of putting them on that track to see the vision of home ownership.
Right.
So that's the thing that's super duper amazing about everything that you do. Larry and I have always liked to visit with you, because you mentioned before that my wife is a fan of your cosmetics line. And the cool thing about visiting with you, either in a business-related manner or in a professional networking manner, you always have cool samples with you. Look, you always keep the samples on deck. So please, could you talk a little bit about what you brought to the office today as far as the products you have with XOXO Tracy, some of the things that the public has gravitated towards, and some of the things that you've gotten the best feedback as far as products?
So my products are basically, I did have my products in several boutiques in the last 4 years, but as you know, a lot of storefronts actually closed down because the business has been really slow for storefronts. So right now we're just online, www.xoxotracycosmetics.com. You can shop online at actually we have a sale going on too. It's like up to 10 to 50% off New Year's sale. So the sale has been going on all month. So it's a good time to buy online now to get your Valentine's gifts as well. And we also have e-gift cards. So all you have to do is go on there and put the person's email, send them a gift card, and you don't have to worry about shopping. But the products are really good. People love the products. We have matte and we also have gloss. We have scrubs. We have blush. We have eyelashes. We have some amazing products. And just recently, I got a celebrity that might be one of my ambassadors this year in 2025. I just actually got a text from her. It's like on an ABC type thing, person that is on TV every day. And she texted me and she said, hey, I want to collab with you. So she's working with her agency. So we're going to do a big collaborations with a couple superstars this year. So it's growing. It's getting big. Sometimes it takes a couple of years, but you got to keep on pushing because you never know. It only takes a few people to help you elevate your career. Kind of like you and Larry, prime time, kind of like Brooks and Davis, always keeping me at the top.
You know, the great thing about what you mentioned, Tracy, and I want to urge everybody to follow you online, go to the website, because we happen to have you on at the perfect time, especially considering you having your New Year's sales. It's pre-Valentine's Day. Take advantage of that value that can come with your generosity at this time of the year. You know, Larry mentioned that we are going to have a second surprise guest sit in with us this week. And, you know, one of the things that you mentioned was how you have started a education and training center. I mentioned earlier that Larry and I both have worked for builders and sat on the side of the desk where you sit at Perry. But one of my frustrations when I was in your position was how little realtors knew about new home products, what went into the construction. But I want to commend you for actually putting your money where your mouth is and investing the time and the energy that it takes to actually train those who you want to come through the doors and do business with you. So before we actually bring on this week's guest, matter of fact, let's bring on this week's guest. I want to introduce not only a Prime Real Estate Network alumni, he's one of the a fine gentleman that has helped not only mentor, shape, educate so many real estate professionals in the greater Houston area, but he's also taken time to partner with Brooks and Davis Real Estate Firm on a numerous amount of occasions. I'd like to introduce Mr. E.L. Crane to the show. Now, E.L., we got to unmute your mic, sir.
I'm unmuted. Thank you for that. Hey, Trey.
E.L., where's your beautiful face?
We don't need his face. We okay.
Handsome face. Oh no, you're right about that. I got that all taken care of. You're right.
Exactly.
No.
Tracy is the looks of this adventure. Okay, Tracy handles all that.
Okay,
but Tracy don't look that good when she come over to the traders, and I'm just letting you know she's doing all this for the Prime Real Estate Network. I'm just saying. Okay.
I want to thank you for sitting in with us, E.L. We spent so much time with the beauty in you guys' partnership. Now we got the beast on the line. So, Mr. E.L. Crane, how have you been, man? How's everything with you personally, professionally, since the last time Larry and I had a chance to interview you on the show?
I am beyond blessed. Tracy knows the story, but I almost died in December.
Wow.
Okay. I was revived. They went in there and did what they needed to do, and I sit here speaking to you as beyond blessed. Tracy took care of everything while I was out with our training center, and I couldn't have a better individual to be in business with than Tracy Faultry. All right,
that's amazing. Yeah,
bossy. I ain't gonna tell you, she's a little bossy. Okay, but
what do you want? You want me to bring you lunch or something? What is it that you want for that?
No, but it's great. No, it's great. The training center is great. Open Title is great. You know, I'm not only the president of Houston, I'm the national director of growth and expansion. So I have an additional 7 offices around the state. And the goal is to put 2 offices in every city that our partners have. So it's going very, very well. It's never enough money as far as I'm concerned. So basically, I love going to the bank. I'm addicted to going to the bank. That's what everybody need to understand. Okay, so my whole thing is go get another check. That's my mantra. Another check. I'm not going to satisfy this check. I want another check. And that's what we actually promote and build out at the training center. Because if you come through our doors, it says to elevate your real estate career.
Yeah.
And one of the things that Tracy spoke to it, and you did too, Rick and I, when it comes to new construction sales, if you want to be a real estate star, you need to have 65% of your business need to be new construction sales. And because if 65% of your business are new construction sales, you are doing a disservice to your checking account. Mm-hmm. That's the way that works. Okay. So that's what we teach over there. We have Wise Wednesday. Every Wednesdays we do free headshots, video examples, podcast room, and we have a 50-seat training center. So we have C classes every Wednesday, 11 to 1. We have different C classes during the week. I do 2 evenings a week, Tuesday and Wednesday, where we do online training for an hour to keep agents abreast of what's going on in the marketplace so they can elevate their business and elevate their careers. Because who is that? 75% of licensed agents did no business last year. Mm-hmm. Well, yep. My goal is to get that down to 45%. Yeah. Because we have to show them the way. And one of the ways we do that is we come up with unique programs and opportunities and facilitate options. We don't have a problem saying we don't know, but I do have a problem with saying you're not trying to find out. Mm-hmm. Okay, mm-hmm. That's most days they ain't trying to find out, because we did a class last night to bring you up to speed about what's special in real estate. Well, special is about specialties. You don't have to be the specialist, but you need to market the specialty. So if I got Larry over here doing commercial real estate, and I got Rick doing residential, and I got Tracy doing new construction sales, that's a partnership that can facilitate opportunities for those who don't know. That's what we do at the training center. That's what we promote at Open Title, because Open Title powers the training center. And that's what makes us.
Can you give them the website? Because the training center is also available for rent for people who want to hold their own classes, meetings, and things like that.
Yeah, it's training center. That's CENTREHTX.com. Training center, CENTREHTX.com. You go to the training center, it's available for rental, but also all of our studios are available for rental as well. The green screen TV studio, the podcast studio, as well as the photography studio. Because as entrepreneurs and as leaders at Brooks and Davis, Rick and Larry and Mike, who's not here, you guys know if you can't increase the value of your brand, you're not going to increase your revenue.
That's correct.
And that's what we do at the training center. We help you increase the value of your brand by putting you and giving you these tools so that you can service the marketplace. You know, my whole thing is, and you guys know me, if it ain't prime time, I'm not going.
That point. And you know what? I think that it's an amazing idea, and it's so fitting. You know, I've had the opportunity of knowing and calling you a friend over 16 years. He's over 16 years, EL. Yeah. And so this is not a progression that's something that I didn't see coming. This is a big fit for you and Tracy. I can definitely see how powerful a vehicle like this could be. And us as realtors and real estate professionals that's looking to help change people's lives when it comes to home ownership, this is something that's needed. This is the type of thing that we need to be able to go into, and it needs to be an incubator for us to continue to come out and be strong professionals. So, man, I commend both of you all on creating such an amazing product for us all.
Thank you. And let me tell you something. I'm sorry, Trey. Let me tell you something. There was no hesitation when this was presented to Tracy. None. There was not an ounce of hesitation, because she knows the dynamics that we must have in the marketplace, because she's been in the marketplace from both, and she's seen it from both sides. So that I want to commend Tracy for that, because I was stunned that she jumped right in and said, hey, let's do this, 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 and this. That's who Tracy Faultry is.
Thanks, EL. Also want to also bring up, if we are looking for sponsors as well, EL, how do they reach out to you for sponsorships too? Because we are looking for sponsors to also sponsor some seed classes as well.
Yeah, they contact ELC at therealelc.com. ELC at therealelc.com. And we have strategic partnerships with builders and financial planners, because success means you have to have people on your team to protect you. And so that's why we encourage all that as well. If you come out to the training center, and I think, matter of fact, Brooks and Davis will be at the training center on 22nd. So you'll see what we have over there to accommodate, to motivate, to elevate. That's what we do at the training center, and that's the kind of support you're going to get all around from all the alliances that are part of the training center.
That's perfect, man. EL, the best thing about having you on is that there's always such an inspiration and motivational tone and energy anytime you have an opportunity to talk about what it is that you have going on. And one of the things that is value of having you on, and this was like quite a surprise, but I want to ask you this question in closing, EL. When you think about where real estate is going in the future, when you filter out all the social media noise, everything you may hear in the media, from an EL Crane perspective of being addicted to going to the bank and always going for that next dollar, could you just speak to our audience about why real estate from a professional investment and a generational wealth standpoint is still one of the things that you're most passionate about as far as changing lives and helping people in our community build something that they never had before?
Well, I've always said, you've heard me say this before, the fastest way from broke to wealth is real estate. The fastest way from broke to wealth is real estate. Mm-hmm. What's lacking is those who have a willingness to educate those who have not been educated that broke to wealth starts with real estate. So once you compartmentalize those who have the capacity to educate, teach, and lead, that's why I hold it dear. That's why I know we still have opportunities, because stop seeing and believing, but start living and absorbing. We don't take it in. We don't take it in. We got to take it in. And if we take it in and stop, tune out the noise, let's tune out the noise. Let's tune out the noise. If you see somebody who is successful, as my late father, the original EL, used to say all the time, listen and learn. Listen and learn. Our community does not spend enough time listening and learning. That's why this is so important. It's so important what you guys do on the real estate side. It's so important what Tracy does on the new construction side. It's so important what we have with the training center. It's about education. We had an event at the training center last week that was about investment by people who look like us. We are not the ones in the room. And I tell people this all the time. You can't facilitate change and opportunity if you're not in the room. You've got to be in the room. So when you see something in the opportunity, you can't say, I don't know. You must tell yourself, let me go find out. Got to be in the room.
I want to thank you so much for those words, EL, because Larry and I have spoken that same, talked about that same message weekly for as long as we've had this podcast. Like I said before, this isn't your first time appearing with us. We want to thank you for your time. Of course, Tracy, we want to thank you so much for sitting in with us. Before we sign off this week, Tracy, I want to give you an opportunity to not only share all your contact information with everyone, but to also give them another invitation to everything that you and EL have going this weekend over at the training center, because we want everyone in the Prime Real Estate Network audience to take advantage of the opportunity to learn and be educated and motivated by EL and yourself.
So my phone number to contact me, I always answer my phone. It drives me crazy when people in the real estate profession you have to answer your phone. I have two phones. You have to answer your phone. So the number to reach me, it's 713-859-2508. 713-859-2508. That's how you can reach me for real estate. For XOXO Tracy Cosmetics, you just visit XOXO Tracy Cosmetics. You can go to our website. All the information is there. The training center is located at 2121 Sage Road, Suite 125, Houston, Texas, 77056. You can reach EL at Open Title as well. Other than that, I mean, hey, I'm an open book. You guys should know. Just Google. I'm Googleable. Google me. How about that? Google me. Tracy Faultry.
Hey, thank you so much, Tracy. It's an honor and a pleasure. We want to thank you and EL both for sitting in with Larry and myself this week. It's always great to have such like-minded entrepreneurs and business people in the same room, educating, motivating, and inspiring those in the audience to better themselves and to better the future for themselves and their family. You know, both of you all always have a seat with Larry and myself. We want to thank you for sitting in. Larry, is there anything you'd like to say in closing before we bid our guests adieu for this week?
Hey, Larry, one more thing. I need to get some Pure Hustle today. I need some of that gear because I'm going to be hustling in 2025. I need to be Pure Hustle. Can I get
that's
some
right.
that?
That's what that 25 do. 2025 is definitely supposed to be a year of nonstop, but thank you again so much for being on. I guess my last thing would be I appreciate both of you all. EL, leave a gem or something special for the people as we close out, EL.
That's no problem. Hey, if the check clear, do the deal.
And that's what I'm talking about, man. Look, on behalf of the real estate beast, Mr. E.L. Crane, Ms. Tracy Faultry, the Texas Real Estate King, Mr. Larry W. Brooks, my name is Ric Davis. You can follow me on Instagram at Prime Real Estate Rick if you're looking to buy, sell, or invest. Look, on behalf of myself, everyone here at the Prime Real Estate Network, and our entire team over at Brooks & Davis Real Estate Firm, until next Thursday in this same hour, everyone in the audience, please.
Thank you.
And be blessed.
Thank you.